This past Tuesday, according to the Fed, inflation rate was at 6.5%. And that is a high number. No matter how they try to look at it, it's a high number. Inflation is pretty high right now. They expected it to be at 6.4%, and it did beat their expectations by a little bit, but 6.5% in my opinion. And if you look at the everyday prices such as gas and groceries, inflation is pretty high right now. The Fed is trying to tackle it with these high interest rates. As you've seen, interest rates on loans and credit cards, they've been going up as well. It's because the Fed has been hiking up interest rates to counterattack inflation. This graph is by the U.S. Treasury Department from the government. It's called Historical and Current Policy Projections for Debt Held by the Public. As you can see, they have it from 1980 going all the way up to 2090 in the future. As you can see in this graph, this is the green line, and then that is the debt held by the public. Ever since the 1980s, the debt held by the public has been going up. We are currently in 2020 area, so you can see from 2020 to 2090, the green line goes up. So that's basically debt increasing for each citizen. This video is going to be on custodial accounts. What are they? How do you set one up? And if it's beneficial to open one up. Accounts, what is it? Custodial accounts is basically for a child under the age of 18. You could set one up for them. You could invest the money in certain stocks. You decide at what age you want to give them the custodial account. So now I'm going to show you how to open one. Like I said, I have my custodial account through M1 Finance. You don't have to go through M1 Finance. It's up to you. You can go through Vanguard, go through any other account brokerage. But this is what I went through, so I'm going to show you. If you'd like to open an account with M1 Finance, I will leave links below so you could open one through my referral link. You get $100 if you sign up through my link. I get $100. It's equivalent. That's if you want to open through M1 Finance. If not, it's totally fine. But I will leave the link below if you want to check it out. So you could download the app M1 Finance through Android or iOS in the App Store. So you have to go through the App Store, download the M1 Finance app. Once you download the app, then you'll have to basically sign up for an account. You'll have to go through a KYC application. KYC, what is that? That's Know Your Creditor. It's basically a U.S. policy to open any brokerage account in the U.S. You do have to go through the KYC procedure. You can't avoid that. U.S. law. So once you set up the M1 Finance, then we'll go up here to invest, where it says invest. We'll go to the right. It should be the same on your phone. If not, I think the tabs are on the bottom of the phone, but basically the same steps. So you go to the accounts, you go all the way down to where it says add account, click on that. So a bunch of select account type will come up. Here where it says select account type, there's many different accounts you could open, but let's not pay attention to that. We'll go all the way down to where it says custodial account. So if you see right next to the custodial account, it says M1 Plus. So when you initially sign up, it does offer you a free trial for a year. It's called M1 Plus. So it's they're like membership benefits that if you join that, you get exclusive benefits. You can check it out yourself to see what they offer. But I know at the time that I signed up, I'm pretty sure they're still doing it right now, that they do give you a year for free. After that, you don't have to renew. You can still use the app without membership. It just, you don't get the extra benefits. But if you do continue to be a membership with them for a whole year, it's $125, and that comes down to less, like around $10 a month, which is not bad, especially when you're paying for Netflix, $15 a month, right? So this is, like a brokerage for your future. So it's a no-brainer. That's only if you want to use M1 Plus benefits. If not, you could do the free trial. They won't charge you anything at all. So, but you do need it to open the custodial account. After that, you don't need it. So we'll click down here to custodial account. We'll hit continue, and custodial information comes up. So you just need the first name. Optional if you want to put their middle name, their last name, and then their date of birth, and then country of citizenship. Obviously we'll do it here, United States of America, and then we give you example. Jane Doe, 01, 12, 2020. Then you do Social Security. This is the only downfall if you're expecting a baby within, a few months and you want to open an account for them. You'd have to wait until they're born, and Social Security card comes in the mail, I think around 2 weeks after they're born. So you will have to wait. You can't do this ahead for your kid, but I mean, not an issue. You just, put the money that you want to invest in the kid beforehand in like a high yield savings account, and then at the time of birth and you get Social Security, you could make this account and then transfer that savings into this account. It's easy. You just gotta link the checking account. So legal residence, obviously where the kid lives or it's gonna live, you put that next, and then it'll take you to the account. So I'll give you an example account on how to invest in company. So this is an example account. Basically, it'll look the same as well as a custodial account, no difference. So you have a bunch of companies right here. And stocks, you got popular ones such as Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, which is Google, and they have two parent companies. Between these two Google accounts is, I think, one of them gives you voting rights when they want to pass stuff amongst the board. If you're not really like worried about that, I think the regular Google is fine. And then you got Amazon, popular ones like Tesla, Nvidia. And if you don't want to do individual stocks, because some people are skeptical about that, and you want to do the conservative route, there are funds up here that you can go to, and it's ETFs. So these are a bunch of like Vanguard, Total Stock Market. Vanguard, they have their own S&P 500, as well as SPY is the original S&P 500, which is the popular one. So you could invest in these 100%. You don't have to do individual stocks. And basically what these are, ETFs, it's companies such as Tesla, Microsoft, Apple, McDonald's, and other popular companies all into one basically stock. And when you're putting money into it, you're putting money in like chunks of money in these other companies. So the S&P 500, by its name, you're investing in 500 companies. So you want to check out what the companies are. You can quick Google search and it'll show you what the SPY has. But yeah, this is the most conservative route if you want to go to and not have to worry about individual stocks. It's up to you. The choice is yours. Yeah. So basically, when you pick a certain amount of stocks, we'll just give you an example. We'll just pick 4 companies. You pick whatever you like I said. So just an example, you build your portfolio. This will be the custodial account. And it gives you 100%. So this is total 100%, 100%. So we have 4 companies, right? We have Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. By standard, it gives it each 25%, but this is the cool app, which I like. You could adjust the percentage to what to go into each company. So if you want Apple to be 15% of your money to go into this company, you could go down 15%. If you say, hey, I want more Microsoft, or I want more in Google or Amazon, you could do that. And it shows you up here how much you could add more out of the total 100%, which is awesome. And this, like I said, once you deposit money, you don't have to worry about buying. They have an AI robot that basically, once the stock market opens, they buy your stocks, which is awesome, carefree, easy. So I really enjoy this app. No issues with them. I've been with them for 2 years, and I'm not sponsored by them, but it's just what I use. So I'm showing you an example of this. So yeah, you could always alter it too. So say you're over leverage on Apple, you could say, I have 10% already fully invested. Then I'm just gonna keep it at 10%. So you could knock it down to 10%, and then I want more in Google, and then you could hire the percentage on that. So yeah, it's definitely an awesome app, but it's better to have for them for that than putting money in savings account. Because right now, the highest savings account right now is 3.4% interest, and that's not a lot when the stock market has been proven to give back 7 to 8% on average on stocks. Basically, exactly with inflation, this is kind of inflation hedge for the child to invest. So now we have talked about what is a custodial account and how to set one up. Now, finally, what we're going to talk about is it beneficial. In my opinion, it is beneficial because inflation right now, like I said, is 6.5%. That's high inflation. See it on the daily prices. This is a good investment for your child or relative you want to give. Inflation is going to get worse in the future, in my opinion, and if you want to look at statistical research as well. The United States government is still printing a lot of money. They're providing a lot of financial resources to Ukraine, and I'm not saying that's a negative thing, but they are printing a lot of money to support that as well. The more money they print, the higher the inflation is going to get worse. So if you don't think inflation is going to get worse in the future, just look at how much the national debt of the U.S. government is. Right now, it's about $32 trillion. If you want to look at the U.S. national debt, just go to Google. Just put U.S. national debt. You can go with any of these websites, but if you want to go to straight to the source, you can go to the physicaldata.treasury.gov. Show you that $32 trillion, about $32 trillion is the national debt. Total amount of outstanding borrowing by the U.S. federal government over the nation's histories. That's a lot of debt. So they keep printing money. So the government is passing all these laws in support for a war that's not ours. So the printing is still going on. Inflation is still high. It will be high in the future, as well as I showed you the graph into 2080 that how much each U.S. citizen is going to have debt. So another benefit of having a custodial account is called compound interest. Compound interest is basically what you get off your investments. So if you're putting in money into an investment, compound interest is basically the interest that it pays you back on. Like I said, the stock market gets 7 to 8% back on interest yearly. So that money is going to fluctuate every year. But do your current research and explore innovation companies such as, Microsoft, Tesla, Apple. You will get good profits in the future as they're expanding. So if you want to go to Google, just type compound interest calculator. I usually go with investor.gov, but you can check out other websites. But this is a calculator that shows you how much you make in the future. Just a compound interest calculator. So your initial investment, say you open for custodial account, let's just give a number, 500. Monthly contribution, if you want to do $200 as a base setting for their custodial account. Length of time in years, basically how much you're going to be putting $200 monthly into that and for how many years. Let's just say that we want to give the custodial account when they're 18 years old. So we'll put 18 years. Estimated interest rate, we could do 7 to 8%. That's the average on the stock market. So we'll do conservative, we could do 8%. Interest rate variance, it's the range of interest rates above and below the rate set above that you desire to see results for. So we could put that as, 10%. Compound annually, and then all you got to do is calculate, and it'll calculate it for you. So, investment of $500 opening the custodial account, and you're doing this for 18 years, $200 every month, which is $2,400 a year. You will get with compound interest in your custodial account, $91,878.59. So let's compare that with just, not doing a custodial account, just doing a savings account. We're gonna go with zero interest, right? So $2,400 a year, right, from that $200 a month, 200 times 12 months in a year. So we'll do that by 18 years. So if putting in a savings account with no interest, you get $43,200. Now compare that with $91,878. It's a no-brainer, right? So if you want to calculate the difference too, we'll do 91,878. So that's $48,678 difference. So you're basically doubling your money with a custodial account. And like I said, if you want to do a high interest account for a child or a relative, the national average right now is 3.5%. Inflation is 6.5%, so you're still losing half of the value. And with high yield savings account, they fluctuate the interest rates. The reason why they're high right now is because the Fed is hiking up interest rates in general to fight inflation. So that 3.5% could turn into 1.5% in the future. And even if right now, if you think maybe 4% is good, like I said, inflation is 6.5%. So you're still losing value to that money. So off these examples, yes, I believe custodial accounts are beneficial, but do your own research. If you like what you see and you found the information knowledgeable, please hit that subscribe button. Follow me for more featured videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.